Because if you can master your time, you can master your life. So stay with me. Listen carefully. One insight today could buy you back years of wasted living. And trust me, you'll want those years when you get to the end of the road. Let's get started. Stop wasting time on excuses. If there's one thing that robs more people of their dreams than anything else, it's not lack of talent. It's not lack of money. It's not even lack of opportunity. It's excuse. Time is more valuable than money. You can always get more money, but you can never get more time. Once an hour slips away, it's gone forever. And yet, how many people spend their time like it's worthless? They was it on excuses, on worry, on gossip, on regrets, and they wonder why success feels so far out of reach. Let me tell you something, and I hope you never forget it. Your future is hidden inside how you spend your minutes, waste your minutes, and you waste your future. Today I want to challenge you to open your eyes, to open your mind, and to open your life to a new level of awareness. We're going to talk about the things that quietly steal your time, your potential, and your dreams, and more importantly, how to stop them. Standing up and saying, no more excuses. I am responsible because you see, once you claim responsibility, you reclaim power. You can't change what you excuse. You can only change what you take responsibility for. Some folks say, well, Jim, you don't understand. I didn't have a good start. And I say, that's fine, but you can still have a good finish. Excuses are the little lies we tell ourselves to feel better about standing still. They're the soft cushions we lean on when life gets uncomfortable. But here's the truth, excuses might comfort you today, but they will haunt you tomorrow. See, every time you make an excuse, you trade a piece of your future for a moment of ease. You trade growth for comfort. You trade excellence for mediocrity. And my friend, that's a poor trade. Now it's easy to blame the government, the economy, your parents, your spouse, your boss, the weather, the traffic, your genetics, your past mistakes. I get it. It's easy, but here's what's harder, and here's where the gold is. Some say, but Jim, I have so many disadvantages, and I say use them as reasons to succeed, not excuses to quit. The walls you think are blocking you, most of them are made of paper. And the moment you stop making excuses, you can walk right through them. Let me give you a philosophy that changed my life. If you want the future to change, you have to change. Effort builds your character. Excuses keep you dreaming. Effort turns your dreams into reality. You get to choose every day, every moment. So today, let's make a new commitment. No more excuses, no more delays. No more blaming, waiting, or wishing. Just responsibility, discipline, and action. Because when you stop wasting time on excuses, you start investing time in excellence. If you want things to get better, you have to get better. It starts with you, not the world, not luck, not the weather. So here's the question you must ask yourself today. Are you building a wall of excuses, or are you building a bridge of effort? Excuses are cheap. Effort is priceless. Excuses steal your energy. And that, my friend, is a trade worth making. The future is wide open. If you'll just stop standing in your own way, let's move forward. The clock is ticking. Stop wasting time on worry. Worry is a misuse of the imagination. It's like paying interest on a debt you don't even owe yet. And yet, most people, they spend so much time worrying about what might happen, what could happen, what maybe possibly someday, somehow will go wrong. Let me tell you something straight. Worry is not preparation. Worry doesn't fix tomorrow. Worry only robs you of today. You see, life will always have uncertainty. Always. No one escapes it. But here's the secret. Uncertainty is not your enemy. Wasteful worry is you can either face the unknown with faith, or you can face it with fear. But make no mistake, you will face it. Now, some folks think worrying is a sign of caring. Jim, I worry because I care. No, my friend. If you really care, don't worry. Prepare, plan, strengthen yourself. That's what real caring looks like. Worry paralyzes, preparation mobilizes, and you know the numbers. They say 90% of what we worry about never even happens. And the 10% that does happen, most of it isn't as bad as we feared. So why waste a precious hour today? A priceless hour? Worrying about a shadow that may never fall. Here's a better strategy. If there's something you can do about it, do it. Take action. Strengthen the roof before the storm comes. Fix the leak before the rain falls. And if there's nothing you can do about it, release it. Let it go. Focus instead on what you can build. I can strengthen, can improve. Today, you'll find that action is the antidote to anxiety. Emotion defeats emotion. And let me tell you, even in the worst circumstances, a prepared mind, a steady heart, and a ready hand will always have an advantage over a worried one. So here's your challenge. Every time worry creeps in, replace it with work. Replace fear with faith. Replace paralysis with preparation. Because if you waste today worrying about tomorrow, you'll waste the only real power you have, the power to shape your life right now. And my friend, your future deserves better than that. So stop wasting time on worry. Start building a life so strong, so steady, so well prepared, that when the storms come, and they will, you'll smile and say, I was ready. Let's move forward. There's no time to lose. Stop wasting time in negative conversations. If you spend enough time in the wrong conversations, you start living the wrong life. You see, words are not harmless. Conversations are not neutral. Every conversation you engage in is either feeding your future or stealing from it. Some conversations lift you higher. They inspire ideas, stir ambition, ignite action. But others, they drain you dry. They plant seeds of doubt, seeds of fear, seeds of bitterness. And the sad truth is, many people spend hours, days, even years stuck in the wrong dialogues. Gossip about others, complaints about the government, blame about the boss, excuses about the economy, finger-pointing, whining, criticizing, dramatizing, all talk. No progress. Let me tell you, my friend, you cannot build a positive life with negative words. Not every voice deserves a seat at your table. If someone wants to gossip you, be the one who changes the subject. If someone wants to blame you, be the one who brings back responsibility. If someone wants to complain, you be the one who asks, what's the solution? Because leadership starts in conversations. And if they're not helping, it's time to step out. Now listen carefully. I'm not talking about being rude. I'm not talking about judging people. I'm talking about guarding your mind like a priceless treasure, because it is. You've got to be the gatekeeper of your own mind. Not everything deserves a space inside. It can't be done. The mind is like a garden, and every conversation you participate in is either planting flowers or planting weeds. You've got to ask yourself, are these conversations sharpening me or dulling me? Are they building my courage or feeding my fear? Are they pointing me towards solutions or trapping me in problems? Wisdom starts in conversations. Success starts in conversations. You show me someone who spends their days in negative talk, and I'll show you someone who's losing their future one conversation at a time. But you show me someone who surrounds themselves with big thinkers, positive voices, solution seekers, and I'll show you someone destined for greatness. When you change your thinking, you change your life. And that, my friend, is a conversation worth having. Let's move forward. The clock is ticking. Stop wasting time on idle entertainment. Entertainment is fine in its place. But let me tell you, my friend, too much entertainment, and life starts entertaining you right out of your dreams. So here's your assignment today. Audit your conversations. Audit your associations. Guard your mind like it matters, because it does stop wasting time in negative conversations. Start investing time in conversations that challenge you, inspire you, stretch you, and build you. Because when you change the conversation, you change your thinking. There's nothing wrong with a good movie, a good ball game, a little recreation now and then. But when recreation becomes your full-time occupation, that's when life starts slipping through your fingers. Here's the problem. Most people have a full-time entertainment habit and a part-time ambition. They're experts at the latest show, but amateurs at building their future. They know the names of celebrities, but not the names of mentors. They binge watch hours of content, but they can't binge read a single book. And then they wonder, why am I stuck? Why am I behind? Simple. You traded your best hours for cheap thrills. You gave up your future for a few moments of comfort. Listen, success demands attention. It demands focus. It demands energy. And every hour you hand over to idle entertainment is an hour you could have been learning, building, growing, getting stronger. Now, I'm not saying you can't have fun. I'm not saying you can't laugh or relax or enjoy life. Of course you can and you should, but you have to earn it. Trade 1 hour of television for 1 hour of learning. Trade 1 night of iFun for 1 night of strategic planning. Because here's the truth. Entertainment might make you feel good today, but education will make you wealthy tomorrow. Recreation might lift your mood for a moment, but discipline will lift your life forever. My mentor taught me, if you want to play first, you pay. If you handle the discipline first, the pleasure will taste even sweeter. So let me challenge you today. Turn off the endless scrolling. Step away from the mindless noise. Close the screen and open a book. Shut down the distractions and power up your dreams. You work hard, you sharpen your skills, you build something valuable, then you celebrate. You enjoy, you relax. That's called living life on your terms. But too many people do it backwards. They relax before they've earned it. They celebrate before they've achieved it. They take the weekend before they've built the week. So stop wasting time on idle entertainment. Start investing time in building the life you truly want. Because the greatest show on earth is the life you create for yourself. Let's move forward. The clock is ticking. Stop wasting time with the wrong people. If you hang around with the wrong people long enough, you will become one of them. That's not my opinion. That's a law of life. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Their thinking rubs off their habits. Rub off their attitudes. Rub off. If your inner circle is full of complainers, you'll start complaining. If it's full of excuse makers, you'll start making excuses. If it's full of dreamers who never take action, soon you'll be dreaming, but never doing. Association is powerful. It can build your dreams or it can bury them. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should judge people harshly. I'm saying you must guard your time fiercely. Guard your mind. Fiercely guard your future fiercely. Some people come into your life as blessings. Others come into your life as lessons, and some come into your life as anchors. They're not bad people. They're just not going where you're going. They don't want to grow. They don't want to build. They don't want to change. And if you stay tied to them, sooner or later you stop growing too. Not because you don't have potential, but because you spend all your time and energy dragging dead weight. You have to be wise enough to recognize when a relationship is costing you more than it's giving you. Here's the principle. Expand your associations upward. Look for people who think bigger, dream bigger, expect more, achieve more. Find mentors who challenge you. Find friends who inspire you. Find partners who believe in action, not just talk. Be with people who make you better, not bitter. Be with people who feed your fire, not put it out, because the wrong crowd will cost you your dreams, but the right crowd will catapult you toward your destiny. So here's your challenge today. Do an association audit. Ask yourself, who are the 5 people I'm around the most? Where are they headed? Are they sharpening me or dulling me? Are they pulling me higher or pulling me under? And then have the courage to make the hard decisions, because your future depends on it. That was one of the greatest lessons I ever learned. And my friend, it made all the difference. You see, life without a plan is like trying to build a house without a blueprint. It's like sailing without a map. It's like planting a garden without knowing where the seeds are going. Without a plan, your time gets hijacked by distractions. Your energy gets drained by the urgent. Stop wasting time with the wrong people. Start investing time with the right ones. Because association is not just a minor thing. It's a major thing. It's the difference between a life of regret and a life of greatness. Let's move forward. The clock is ticking. Stop wasting time without a plan. Don't start your day until you've finished it on paper. Here's the truth. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what? They have planned for you. Not much. You need a plan, a written plan, not just in your head, not just someday, somehow on paper. Clear, specific, actionable. You need to know, what are my goals? Instead of invested in the important, you end up busy, but not productive in motion, but not in progress. And let me tell you, motion without direction is one of the most dangerous wastes of time. It feels like you're doing something. It feels like you're moving, but at the end of the day, you're no closer to your dreams. What are my priorities? What must be done today to move me forward tomorrow? Every minute you spend in planning saves you 10 minutes in execution. That's 1,000% return on your time. Now, some folks say, but Jim, life is unpredictable. Sure it is. That's why you need a plan flexible enough to adjust, but strong enough to guide you. A plan is like a lighthouse. The storms will come, the winds will blow, but the light will keep you on course. So here's your challenge today before you go to bed tonight. Plan tomorrow. Don't leave it to chance. Don't leave it to feeling. Decide in advance what matters most and commit to it. Design your days so you can design your life. Because without a plan, every little distraction becomes a major event. Without a plan, every trivial matter feels urgent. Without a plan, the clock is ticking. Stop wasting time regretting the past. We all have a past. Some of it's beautiful. Some of it's painful. Some of it lifts us. Some of it haunts us. But let me tell you something, my friend. You cannot drive forward if you're always staring in the rearview mirror. Regret is useful for a moment. Every temptation seems justified. But with a plan, you become a builder, a creator, a person of purpose, a person who doesn't drift, but drives their own destiny. So stop wasting time without a plan. Start investing time with a plan, because a day well planned is a day half won before it even begins. Let's move forward. It can wake you up. It can teach you something. It can sharpen your wisdom. But beyond that moment, regret becomes poison. It paralyzes you. It changed you to yesterday. It robs you of the only place you have any real power today. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. You are not what happened to you. You see, the people who win in life aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who refuse to let failure define them. The past as a school. Learn the lessons, write them down, thank them, and then graduate. Move on. Don't turn your past into a prison. Turn it into a platform. Here's what I learned. You can't fix the past, but you can redeem the future. You're what you decide to do about it. Sure, you made mistakes. We all have. You trusted the wrong people. You missed opportunities. You wasted time. You said yes when you should have said no and no. When you should have said yes, that's life. But life is not about perfect histories. It's about courageous comebacks. You can decide that today will not be a repeat of yesterday. You can decide that your next chapter will not read like your last one. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. Release the bitterness. Release the shame. Release the guilt. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free. Freedom from the past is not forgetting. Remember, yesterday ended last night. Today you begin again. Let's move forward. The clock is ticking. Stop wasting time on things you can't control. One of the fastest ways to waste your life is to spend it fighting battles that you were never meant to win. You can't control the weather. You can't control the traffic. It's choosing to no longer be controlled by it. So here's your challenge today. Stop wasting time regretting the past. Start investing time building the future, because today is your most valuable day. Today is your opportunity to rewrite your story. Today is your gift. If you'll only reach out and take it. But let me tell you something that will set you free. You don't get to control everything, but you do get to control yourself. Your attitude, your choices, your actions, your responses. That's where your power lives. You see, life is like a game of cards. You don't control the hand you're dealt, but you do control how you play it. Some people get a rough hand and they fold. Others get the same rough hand and they rise. What's the difference? Focus, energy, ownership. The winners don't waste time complaining about the cards. They master the art of playing smart, regardless of the cards. So here's the golden rule. Focus only on what you can control. You can't control the economy. You can't control what other people say, think, or do. And yet so many spend their precious energy trying. They argue with reality. They wrestle with things beyond their reach. They get angry at the rain. They get bitter at setbacks. They get stuck worrying about what's outside their command.